Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 65 of the After Hours. I'm your host, AugieRFC, and tonight we're going to be going over the Vox Adpocalypse, or the Voxpocalypse, or whatever the hell you want to call it. This is Adpocalypse 4, I believe. It's troubling times. I don't know if you guys were listening to Mr. Medica earlier today, but he definitely wasn't painting a very a very bright picture for the future of YouTube, for the future of free speech, monetization, and he points out that, you know, as we get closer to the next U.S. election, things are just going to get worse for pretty much everyone on the internet, except people who are, well, pro-censorship, I suppose. I suppose they're pretty happy. Now, it's all not negative. I mean, nobody's channel is getting taken down yet, at least. It's just a lot of demonetization, which is the next step to outright termination. So it's really not that much better. But we're going to be going over everything tonight. This is the most preparation I've had to do for an After Hours. Not that I don't do prep for the shows, obviously. I do a lot of prep for these. But generally, most of the topics that we cover are not really something I need to spend a lot of time researching. This, on the other hand, was a bit different, as you could probably imagine. So I spent some time gathering stuff, looking at the full story, and my god, it's fucking ridiculous how one gay guy who got pissed that someone called him gay, even though he's literally gay, decides he wants to stick it up YouTube's ass and really just punish everyone for the platform because he's, you know, ass hurt and can't take, not even a joke, it's just fact, you know? I mean, you're calling a guy, a gay guy, a queer who has a lisp, a lispy queer. It's just factual. I mean, there's nothing really to get upset about. I don't understand. But no, this is obviously a calculated move. But before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and reveal the chat here. Let me go ahead and pull it up and give all of you guys a shout out tonight. By the way, if anyone's going to toss a super chat today, it might be the last day. No, I don't think they're going to come for us, but I don't know, they could, and that's the scary part. Alright, let's go ahead and give a shout out to Krazier, Epic Game Parodies 2.0, Emo Robot, The Greatest Russian Spy, Renegator66, The Universe of Star Wars, Tiny Dragon Farts, Caroline, I Want to Believe, Bowblax, of course, he's here with us as he's a host of the show. Dole Honey's here, of course, AJ Stuff, Aaron, and one last one, let's see, let's go right at the start. Who was the first? Patrick Plays, and ladies do that. How you guys doing tonight? You guys ready for a show? Well, I hope you are, because we're here. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's time for the Hump Day show. All right, let me go ahead and unmute our co-hosts. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good, until I came home and I saw the news and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Which...
Everyone's getting demonetized. This might be the last night of Super Chats. They're coming for everyone. No, I don't think
How many channels have been confirmed demonetized? I know
apparently
probably like
I
at
heard
least
the number
20
is about 100 channels.
100.
Bowblax is too loud.
Wait, how am I to...
Bowblax is too loud. Alright, I'll lower him a bit.
Is that on your end or my end?
No, it says Bowblax is too loud. Bowblax blew my eardrums in the
Alright.
chat. My ears.
There we go. I lowered him a little bit. Alright, there we are. Of course, you know, I had to show off the the wonders that is Sloth here. Right at the start.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry guys, I wasn't actually talking loud. I didn't know Augie had me.
All good. I adjusted the audio. So yeah, now Bowblax said he's been pretty much out all day. Surprisingly, he's gone.
Oh, now
outside.
Augie is too quiet. Okay.
Wait, is this new? Wait,
God,
is
Jesus
this
Christ.
Augie's day after
they're probably
hours?
fucking with you. They always like fuck with the audio, so don't worry.
Just leave it. If you say Augie is too quiet, he's gonna crank up his volume to like 1,000 and just...
Yeah, they're
Rip
fucking.
Bowblax is
Alright,
louder than the
let's
co-host. Hell
stay
yeah,
on topic
dude.
here though, because Bowblax said he's pretty much been out all day. We're gonna catch all of you up to speed on what's been going on, because I saw some people in the chat saying, "Well, what's the new apocalypse? Why is there a new apocalypse?" Well, we're gonna go over why, just now, really. Now, Leslie, are you familiar with the situation, or is this gonna be kind of new?
I
for you?
know the vague details. I don't know, like, I know basically what happened. I don't know, like, in detail what happened.
Yeah. Well, let's go back, and I'm gonna go ahead and paste this right here, our Twitter thread that started this whole situation.
Why are you guys complaining that Augie is too quiet?
They always complain. They always complain. It's like they always do that just to fuck with people.
Stop
that's
fucking
what they do.
complaining, you guys.
No. It's a prank. This is live stream. They prank you. They say the audio's all
Shut the
fucked up
fuck
when it's
up.
just fine. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead. Are you guys serious? Are you guys
Yeah,
dead
just
serious?
Yeah.
just turn
You know
yourself
what?
up like a couple
All right,
percentages or whatever.
whatever. Hold on.
No, I don't give a fuck because I can hear him. I don't give a fuck about you guys.
Well, the audio
Oh my
level's
God.
different on Discord, so it's a little. He does sound quiet, very quiet. That's fucking weird. I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, if
I don't
Speedbird
believe-
says
How does
it's
this
not
sound?
a troll. Okay,
No.
Augie, no, too much.
God.
Just
He
a
knew
bit
that
higher.
was too much.
How does this sound?
I think that should be fine.
I guess. All right. I don't know. I don't understand. The audio level's the same as it's always been. Why are you guys complaining tonight and not like yesterday? Whatever. All right. Whatever.
Just because they can.
Perfect. All right. Got it. Thank you, Loyal Logic. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the first topic. No more of this audio bullshit. I can never tell when you guys are being honest either. That's the worst part. So this is from Carlos Maza, whose Twitter handle is Gay Wonk. Now he's a writer, a journalist for Vox, a journalism website that you guys might remember for going after PewDiePie a lot. Now they're not the journalism, the Wall Street Journal that's most notorious for going after PewDiePie. However, they have made a lot of hit pieces. It's clear that they don't like YouTube, and they tried to take out PewDiePie, which obviously didn't work in their favor. So now they're going to go after conservative voices on the platform. Now, if you know anything about Crowder, he's hardly offensive. He's like, he's a Christian man. Obviously, he's conservative. He's going to say things that are, a little controversial or something. But in comparison to a lot of other prominent right-wing speakers, he's really not that much of a big deal, when it comes to, like, offensiveness or edginess or something like that. However, that doesn't stop this gay journalist right here for getting offended at Crowder's supposed harassment campaign he's been doing against him for 3 years. Or that's what he's claiming is harassment, at least. Anyway, let's go ahead and read his own words and figure out what the big deal is, what the big problem is over here. All right, so I have pretty thick skin when it comes to online harassment, but something has been really bothering me. And right off the bat, we have a contradiction and a half right here. Guys, I have a thick skin, but something's really getting under my skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Something on the internet is really getting to me.
I don't even
And I have
think
a pretty
that,
thick skin.
I don't even think this guy knows what it means to have thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the harassment isn't directly targeted at him, which we'll find out later that it isn't, I mean, you don't have a thick skin. If you're bothered
I mean,
by that.
dude, like, I've literally been told to die in a fire, and it was the most hilarious thing that has ever been said to me. Like, I mean, come on. Thick skin, really? Him calling you a twink? Oh my god.
All right, let me go ahead and find the. We just need a chat where we can put this in specifically. But let me go ahead and load up our screen share, and we can take a look at what this harassment, this violent, vicious, homophobic language from Steven Crowder is. It's got this guy so upset. Since I started working at Vox, Steven Crowder's been making video after video debunking strike-through. Every single video has included repeated, overt attacks on my sexual orientation and ethnicity. Here's a sample. Now, let's take a look at this right here.
Right anymore. Okay, he just said, before we get to the video, with our favorite lispy sprite from Vox. It's
Of course, Twitter. Of course, Twitter. Fix your shit, Twitter. Come on. Fucking AIDS, work! God, I hate
ridiculous. It's bonkers. You're being given a free pass as a crappy writer because you're gay.
That center line on his little queer graph there. What is
Well,
that
now
line?
the graph is queer?
Violence, filth.
Okay, so the little queer can eat his chips all nonchalantly. It's code for rape, Mr. Queer eating chips on the Vox channel. Chip, 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 but you can eat just one. Like dicks. This is what Mr. Gay Vox wants to do. Mr. Lispy Queer from Vox. What were you holding, Gay Latino from Vox? Even his hand movement and fast motion is gay. Now we're here with the short-haired angry lesbian on Skype. And cable news bitching. Two gay guys sitting there eating a banana. We get the symbolism there. The truth is hiding in a closet 2 weeks later, probably along to his next Pride Parade outfit. This guy on the gay semi-Latino Vox. Oh, okay, so you really are just an angry little queer. All right, I can't deal with this Sprite anymore. Okay, he just sachets across without, the gay Vox Sprite is wrong! Now he could be a tranny, Your Honor! Never know how many lispy, angry Sprites and Vox sachet across your screen and try and tell you otherwise. Or you, by the way, the gay Mexican guy, the gay Latino V-neck. Gay Mexican. Or Mexican gay guy used to work. Mexican gay Latino there at Vox. Oh, gay Latino from Vox. The token Vox gay atheist Sprite with surprisingly flaccid chest, considering how thin he is. It's very bizarre to me. Ad hominem, yes, but it was an addendum to fact.
All right, there you can see the
These are okay,
violent
yeah.
harassment. Oh my gosh.
People are already saying in the chat that these are all taken out of context, which they are. I mean, and
Yeah.
also,
I feel like he's just introducing the guy by calling him gay. He's gay,
I mean,
right? Is
well,
that
he is
not
gay.
correct?
His
Like,
Twitter
what?
handle is literally gay wonk.
Yeah.
And another thing that I've been like, I have said to like a couple people today about this is like, people like Stevie Wonder have to deal with like blind jokes, you know, like people make jokes at other people's expense and they just have to take it.
Well, here's the thing, right? A lot of people are saying this is out of context or something. Even within context, take a look at what he's saying. Is this violent harassment or something? Is this
No.
vicious? It's jokes. He's making fun of a gay guy. Are we not
Yeah.
allowed to do that anymore? Is that
He's just referring to him in a slightly like mocking tone for sure, but it's not like he's saying anything that's like necessarily
he's
like
calling him,
wrong
like, a fag
or
or something.
yeah. It's not like he's
being
saying
rude.
fag. Yeah,
He's
Even if he did, I mean,
Yeah.
what? We're not allowed to say
Right.
words anymore. I mean, this is hardly anything like severe or anything like that. This is like nothing.
yeah. Remember, he has a thick skin.
That's
So-
true.
I've probably been ruder
This
to
must be
people
fun.
on Twitter than he's being right now to this guy.
I'm pretty sure 80% of the After Hours episodes are more harsh than this.
I'm pretty sure Tommy was
more.
more of a jackass yesterday on After Hours than he was in this compilation right now.
100%.
Oh my god.
100%.
Like,
Well, let's continue on the list because as we can see, we've got quite a bit to go through.
Oh my God.
He rants a lot.
was it loading more tweets at the end?
Wait. Well, let's just take a look out of curiosity.
I'm
Alright,
pretty
those
sure
are
this
the
guy
replies.
tweeted all day. I think this is his like full-time
Now,
job, just tweeting.
Before we
about
continue
Yeah, he works
on,
for
big
Vox.
outrage.
Before we continue
Yeah.
on with this, I want you to pay attention to the date, May 30th, right before Pride Month. If this
Of
wasn't
course.
a planned attack, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Of
he mentions
course.
Pride Month later
Yeah,
on.
what a
like,
coincidence.
In his rant,
he
too.
decides to launch his campaign against Crowder right before Pride Month.
Yeah, because if anybody like speaks out against this, or if YouTube didn't do something, then it's homophobia.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, it's Pride Month and YouTube's not doing anything about this. We'll get into that later because there's been many hit pieces written on YouTube already, and I've documented just like 5 or 6 of them. We're just gonna be looking
Yeah,
at the
no, and I
headlines
have like
alone.
4 pulled up that I didn't get a chance to look
Oh
at yet.
shit.
Damn, you guys are really stepping it up with the research.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Though. I mean,
Good
like I
job.
said, the last time we've ever covered anything somewhat political in this show, it just didn't work. So I want to make sure, I mean, this is pretty mainstream stuff. It's not even like there's any like deep philosophy to even research here or something like that. It's nothing like that, obviously. But I just want to make sure I was on top of the game here, so I knew what exactly is going on here. Because as we're gonna see later, Crowder's revealed that the next adpocalypse is coming. It's confirmed. I mean, everyone's
Someone
ad rates are
said
gonna be going down the tubes.
Lane said stepping it up with the research and down with the audio. Down even
Is
further
the
with the
audio
audio.
fucked up? I don't understand why you guys are complaining.
Wait, let me
I
turn
think
up
he's
the
just joking.
stream.
I think he's just joking.
It's so hard to tell with the
Oh my
chat.
god, you are really quiet on the stream. I just turned it up.
How?
You're really fucking quiet.
Yeah,
No.
I think your mic settings changed or something as well.
I've done nothing to them. Why is it like this?
No, it's true.
Oh my
It's true.
God.
Just check your gain.
All right, level at 100.
Oh my god,
that's
okay.
Is that
wow.
bad?
Change it to 90.
Wait.
What was it on before? What was it on before?
60? It's literally higher.
Yeah,
and people
put it like
How's
80.
this? How's
put it
this?
like 80. That's fine.
This is good? Fuck off, never
is it on
100?
80?
Ear rate?
Is it on 80 or 75?
There was no reason to be that fucking extreme.
I don't know what it sounds like. I literally have no clue what it sounds like.
I was telling you.
That's good? Static?
What is it on?
90?
What's the
Okay,
gain
now I'm
on?
turning it down to 80. How's it now? 80?
80 should be fine, Augie.
Alright, we sound good?
Yeah.
There's mad
You don't have to
static?
go to one extreme or the other. It can go
Oh,
in
for
between. them.
I literally have no direction.
You're
what it
good. You're
sounds
good.
like.
You're good.
Saying
Perfect.
fine.
All right,
Chill.
there we go.
Chill.
There we go. I don't understand why it's like this. It always changes, even though it's at the same number value. Like it could be 50 and
Bored.
loud one day, and then it could be like 50 and like ear rape the next day. I don't understand. Or 50
Yeah,
and quiet.
some programs like stealth change the gain. Audacity does that for
Fuck's
me.
sake.
So
Fuck off. All right,
it's
$2
fine.
from
It's good now.
$2 from Zildjian65. Vox should show some Modern Warfare 2 on Xbox Live and grow up. That's right. nobody in this generation would survive an Xbox Live lobby. I think that's pretty well documented. Just talk, fuck it. All right, well, I want the auto
Thick-skinned Carlos goes on Xbox Live for one game,
Oh my
immediately
God.
contacts Microsoft. Fucking ban. Delete voice chat, please.
Basically, I mean, if he did that, that would be laughable to pretty much everyone. But him going to YouTube and trying to get conservative channels shut down, like, you know, there's people who are like, yes, ban them, and then when YouTube doesn't do it, they're like, wow, never let you, you know, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but people are like, wow, you know, YouTube claims to support LGBT whatever values or something, and look at this, they're letting Steven Crowder stay. It's like, Jesus Christ, why are so many of you so comfortable with censorship? I mean, censorship on left and right was like used to be like mocked. Now it's like, oh, it's seen as acceptable by a larger amount of people. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't like censorship at
all right, let's keep reading this because we've got quite a ways to go. I've been called an anchor baby, a lispy queer, which is, I mean, lispy queer is, he's both a queer and has a lisp. I think it's pretty factual. I don't even think that's could be considered an insult. I mean, it's pretty much, yeah, you literally are.
I've been called a Mexican. Aren't you Mexican though? Wait, what?
Oh
No,
my
that,
God.
yeah, no, I literally have called someone Mexican and they were Mexican and someone said I was racist. I was like, they're literally from Mexico.
It's not like he's like Steven Crowder's called him like a beaner or something. No, he's literally called him a Mexican.
It's racist to refer to a race. Like, what?
Like,
Did we just create
yeah.
new words for Mexicans? Just call them like I mean, if we called them anything else, that would be inherently racist. Like, just their country's called Mexico. What?
Like, I mean,
what else do we say? Do we just not speak their name? Only
I'm
talk
not
about your
gonna-
race? Well,
yeah,
that would be
exactly,
racist
like-
too. Wait, what?
Apparently.
should I be getting offended if someone calls me an American?
You
I'm
know
a
what?
fucking American.
Well, no,
If
we're
you
not the
breathe,
oppressed.
you're
We're not
racist,
oppressed like
okay?
Mexicans are, so it's different, apparently.
Oh, okay. It just, like,
Whatever.
he's Mexican. I just,
Born white, born racist. That's how it is.
we're not, someone's in collars, but we're not taking collars here.
Yeah, well, we
guys.
will take callers on this issue, but not yet. I see a slow logic in there. All right, these videos get millions of views on YouTube. Every time one gets posted, I wake up to a wall of homophobic and racist abuse on Instagram and Twitter.
Once again, these creators, these public figures are not responsible for what their audiences do unless they explicitly say, go attack this person. And he hasn't said that. It's like when, like,
Yeah.
it's like when people
Yeah.
say, like, oh, PewDiePie's fans went and attacked, you know, whatever TC, like,
Yeah.
he's not responsible for what his audience does.
Yeah, it's the classic argument of are you responsible for what your fans do? Not really, unless you directly ask them to do something.
Yeah, I'm literally not responsible for any other person.
Yep. You can't control hundreds of thousands of people. It's just impossible, and you shouldn't be expected to.
Last year,
Exactly.
I got doxxed. Oh, poor you. And it scared the fuck out of me. My phone was bombarded with hundreds of texts at the exact same time. The messages.
Did he do an
Wow,
interview
wow.
on Drama Alert?
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, guys!
Those
look
are
at this
some
harassment.
horrific messages.
Debate
Oh.
Steven
Oh
Crowder,
my
debate
God.
Steven Crowder. Wow, what a
Once
horrible harassment.
again, like, have you ever gotten like a really like awful DM before?
Yeah. I don't really
Like,
get awful
literally-
DMs. I just get people tweeting at me.
I mean, I used to like admin a really large Discord server of like 2,000 people, and like just doing that, you get horrible DMs. Like I still get horrible DMs all the time. I'm telling you, like, die in a fire, you fat bitch. I hope you die. I hope you get killed. Like,
Yeah.
he just say debate Steven Crowder. I'd just be like, no,
Wait
and
a
then
minute.
block
Someone in the
them.
chat just pointed
I'm
out. Wait,
pissed.
AugieRFC in that screenshot, he shared real phone numbers with no censoring them. He doxed
Yeah,
people.
okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I just realized. How did I not?
He just died. Yeah, because his SJW fans could call those numbers and be like, "Fuck
oh,
you, you
no.
fucking piece of shit." Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm
what if you
qu-
die?
I'm
You
literally-
know that's happened. That has to have
Oh
happened. already.
no. I'm quote tweeting him right now.
Oh my god! It didn't
Bro.
even hit me instantly, but yeah, you literally just did
Bro.
the same thing that he just complained about. Oh my god!
Bro.
Or as Logic points out, or they aren't real. Well, that could be a possibility as well. I don't know. Either way, you know, even if they were like manufactured, wouldn't you want to like censor it so people would, you know, I don't know. Whatever. Alright, let's keep going on. These videos made a target of ridiculous harassment, and it made life sort of miserable. I waste a lot of time blocking abusive Crowder fanboys, and this shit derails your mental health. Oh, my mental health. Oh, no. That being said, I'm not mad at Crowder. Oh, no. This is the twist right here. This is his epic play right here, which was definitely planned, by the way. There will always be monsters in the world. I'm fucking pissed at YouTube, which claims to support its LGBT creators. Yes, and this is the narrative they go. YouTube doesn't support LGBT, so they're gonna make YouTube, like, you know, have to, like, ban all these, you know, conservatives just to prove there's somehow alliance to LGBT or some bullshit like that. And has explicit policies against harassment and bullying, which he shows TOS right here. Which, you know, it's fucking, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to go too off topic, but what I will say is that I feel like people like Carlos hurts LGBT more than what YouTube is doing by keeping Steven Crowder up.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, well, wait a
And
minute. Just
I have
because
a
they
tweet
keep him
about
up doesn't mean
that.
they endorse his viewpoints. Like, how is
Yeah.
YouTube anti-LGBT just because they allow certain people who aren't pro-LGBT on
Yeah.
the platform?
And having people like this be pro-censorship and then tie it to being pro-LGBT just makes people who are like on the edge of being like homophobic or even weren't homophobic before turn homophobic.
Well, it's also a thing of, like, you know, fuck, what was I gonna... I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, it just, you know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
Patrick
I remember what I
plays
was
his
gonna
own
say
part.
now. It's like when people get mad when Twitter verifies right-wing people or something. It's like, verification on Twitter doesn't mean Twitter's like, yo, we love this guy. This guy's great. We support all his viewpoints. It just means this guy's somewhat famous or infamous, so here's a badge so that people can impersonate him. That's what verification's for. On YouTube, just mere platforming alone isn't endorsement. It's like, you know, these retards in Kumite who say I support or I platform pedophiles or something because I'd Zoom on once. That's not how it works, you know? It's just another case of that. But either way. Alright, let's continue on with this. This has been going on. I don't know if we'll read the whole thing, but I think we kind of get the point of what he's trying to do here.
No, you're realizing that there's so many of these tweets you can't read the whole
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Well, it's the same thing
Yeah,
over and
this is
over. It's
becoming
just
one of
him
my
whining
YouTube
like, oh,
videos.
these conservatives give so many viewers. It's like, oh, what? You're jealous you don't get all these viewers? What's going on here? This has been going on for years. They tried to flag this shit. Wait, okay. He just tried to flag, openly flag a bunch of creators. All right.
False flag. Okay.
But YouTube
Monday
is never
night.
going to actually enforce his policies because Crowder has 3 million YouTube subs. Oh, he has so many views and subs. And enforcing their own rules would get them accused on an anti-conservative bias. Pretty sure they're already kind of.
I mean, YouTube shouldn't be like YouTube shouldn't ban people for having specific political views. As much as I trash on retarded people like Nick, whoever the fuck French.
I like Fuentes. I like his shit.
I don't like that guy, but I mean, I would never want him off YouTube. I think his voice should be heard by people who want to hear it.
Hell yeah. In fact, the only bad thing about doing the
You
show
shouldn't
at the
want
time
to
that
hear
we
it,
do is that the only bad thing about doing this time that I doing the show at the time that I do now is that I can't watch America First every night.
Good.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, blah blah blah. My family sees this shit. Who cares? This isn't about silencing conservatives. Oh, really now? I don't give a flying fuck if conservatives on YouTube disagree with me, but by refusing to enforce its anti-harassment policy, YouTube is helping incredibly powerful cyberbullies organize and target people they disagree
It's
with.
okay, but it's not harassment though, because like you don't. First of all, you don't have to watch his videos. Second of all, you can block people. And third of all, like he's not in control of these people who are coming to harass you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we get the argument.
I
that
don't
he's
know
trying
how
to make
anyone
here.
can support this guy who has a rational brain. Like, the fact that these tweets have over 20k likes, like, makes me lose a bit of faith in humanity, not gonna lie, but...
We live in a dangerous world, man. Like, I feel like a few years ago, a tweet chain like this would be, like, mass ridiculed, but it's not.
I mean, this is still being mass ridiculed, right?
Well, it is, but there's also a bunch of people, like, as soon as YouTube came out, and we're going to look at their response momentarily, but as soon as they came out in support of Crowder, which was a move I think none of us expected but are warmly welcomed, a lot of people on the other side were like, wow, YouTube, you know, what a spit in the face to LGBT or something. That's all this is about. It's just LGBT, just weaponizing it for your own agendas or something. Fucking get rid of Pride Month. Pride Month is nothing but a tool.
Well, it's probably because it didn't really look that good for them when they, you know, fucked up with Alex Jones.
Saying get rid of Pride Month is a huge jump.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
just
know
feel
about
like
that.
Pride Month is just a
That's
massive
a whole
tool.
separate discussion.
I guess.
mean,
I just feel
if
like this
you
is a
want me to
giant
talk
tool
about
that
it.
people are just using, like, if anything, to get more power. Like, oh, you don't agree with LGBT. Oh, you're not aligning with our views. It's Pride Month. Didn't you know it's Pride Month?
I mean,
Every
anything
month of
can
the
be
year
used
is
like
Pride
that.
Month. It's fucking whatever.
Well, to be fair, anything could be used like that, but
That's true.
I don't know. I just feel like it's just this giant tool. It's like corporations use it to sell more fucking products.
But I
People
think
use this to spread their agendas or something. It's nothing but like, oh, it's Pride Month. Now we can get away with more. And
yeah, but
yeah,
it's
but
not
I
used
think
for
the
that.
problem. I don't think the problem is that the LGBTQ community is using it. I think the problem is this guy is using it, and I think that YouTube standing up for Crowder, like taking his side in this and not this guy's side, is a pretty good move, because basically they're not letting him use it as a tool, because it's not like the whole gay community. It's
well, yeah, but you know why I
this
think
guy.
this was done on May 30th, like a day before Pride Month. I mean, it's
Well,
very
yeah,
clear
no.
he
I mean,
knew
he
what was
definitely.
coming up.
I definitely think that this guy planned this. I'm just saying that it's not like all of the gay community, all of the LGBTQ community orchestrated this. It was this guy, and then a bunch of people backed him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. A bunch of Look, if you want to be like
know.
proud or something or whatever, that's whatever, But this whole
But that doesn't
organized
necessarily
idea, I
mean
just
that it
feel
was-
it's almost dangerous if used in different ways. I mean, there could be a
It
way you
is.
could celebrate Pride Month that isn't,
I mean-
dangerous or inflicting on, freedom of speech or stuff like that. Obviously, but because we have stuff like Pride Month, now we have a bunch of people jumping out who are using this to get rid of people like Steven Crowder that they wanted to do for a while, but it didn't make sense for them to do at any other time except for now. That's my thing.
But it
you know?
didn't
I mean,
work, though.
back even a couple
didn't
years
work.
ago, and to a certain extent today in certain areas, being gay and stuff is frowned upon. So having a whole month like kind of dedicated to the celebration of it is definitely can be liberating to people who actually feel.
Right, but Leslie just said it didn't work.
repressed.
In some essence, it did work. Obviously, Steven Crowder's still here, but now 100 channels have just been demonetized, and probably more to come. And demonetization is just a step towards termination in and of itself. So, in some essence,
Yeah,
this
he
wasn't a
could
complete
have
victory.
done this without Pride Month though. I feel like
No,
saying
it wouldn't
Yeah.
have been nearly as
Be
effective.
removed
It wouldn't have
is a
been nearly as
huge leap.
effective.
No, but it still would have done some damage, and granted, it did a
Look,
lot more
we
damage.
can agree to disagree on this topic. In my opinion, it wouldn't have been nearly as effective. Maybe it would have been just the same, but I'm just speculating here.
I don't think it would have been the same at all. I think that you're right that it did
Yeah.
more damage because of Pride Month. And I think because of Pride Month, anybody who comes out and says like, hey, this is not good during Pride Month is going to be, immediately called a homophobe. But I think that YouTube taking his side obviously stopped it from doing even more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Pride Month is a whole separate discussion. I think it should exist,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's a whole separate discussion. We should probably, I think we all agree that Carlos is a fucking retard. So,
SJWs are going to,
and he's using it
to
as a
do damage.
tool.
re-
For sure.
regardless, SJWs are going to find things to weaponize against things like this, opinions
Yeah.
that they disagree with, regardless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is YouTube's response. A very surprising response, actually. They actually took Crowder's side here. Thanks again for taking the time to share this information with us. We take allegations of harassment very seriously. We know this is important and impacts a lot of people. Our team spent the last few days conducting an in-depth review of the videos flagged to us, and while we found language that was clearly hurtful, the videos as posted do not violate our policies. We've included more information below to explain the decision. As an open platform, it is crucial for us to allow everyone from creators to journalists to late-night TV hosts to express their opinions within the scope of our policies. Opinions can be deeply offensive, but if they don't violate our policies, they'll remain on our site. Even if a video remains on our site, it doesn't mean we endorse or support that viewpoint, which should be pretty obvious, but as we explain to retards like this, there are other aspects of the channels that we're still evaluating. We'll be in touch with any further updates. And then, of course, because they're being tugged at both ends here, they crippled a little bit, and then they went more to his side, where they said, update to our continued review. We have suspended this channel's monetization. We came to this decision because a pattern of egregious actions has harmed the broader community and is against our YouTube partner program policies. So at first, they were kind of like pro Crowder. They were like, shut the fuck up. This is nothing, insane. And then they came back and they're like, well, it actually does violate our policies, so we're going to take his monetization.
Yeah, you can't really say that you're doing an in-depth review and then say that it doesn't violate your policies, and then after a bunch of whining and complaining say, oh, well, actually it does now. No, you should be thorough on the first review. If it doesn't violate your policies, it doesn't violate your policies. Stick by that decision. Don't bend to someone else's will. You're YouTube. You're in charge. Fuck this guy. Block him. Like, what?
Mm-hmm. Now, you think, given the damage that he's done... Now, it's not like Crowder made most of his money from YouTube ad revenue anyway. I mean, he was always getting demonetized. He makes most of his money on the Mug Club. However, there's still some damage that's been done here. He can't monetize. He can't get super chats or anything like that when he streams or anything like that. All of that is taken away. And the videos that did get monetized are no longer going to be pushed in the algorithm anymore. And with that, you think, that's significant damage. So you think Carlos, or Gay Wonk over here, you think he might be satisfied with that. But no, of course he wasn't. Why the fuck not? He still has a channel, so obviously that must go. Carlos responds to YouTube's response there and says, so the fuck what? Basically, all political content gets demonetized. Crowder's revenue stream isn't from YouTube ads. It's from selling merch, and socialism is for fags t-shirts to millions of loyal customers that YouTube continues to drive to his channel for free. YouTube then followed this up with, to clarify, in order to reinstate monetization on this channel, he will need to remove the link to the t-shirts. That's all that needs to happen, and he'll be back. Fuck
this
you!
Irritates me. This irritates me because now they're saying that that's the thing that's the problem, but that's not even what that guy was mad about. And it's like you're totally distorting the entire situation into the... Because, like, are we going to say that no matter what, the word fag is always offensive?
Well, actually, I'm going to provide a counter to that. I was actually really pleased with his reply. Because although YouTube keeps flip-flopping, changing their viewpoint, they've actually opened up and said he can get remonetized. This isn't a permanent decision. Which pissed him off even more, which was beautiful. So, they're flip-flopping over here. They're being pushed by both ends, and they keep changing their fucking minds.
But if I were Steven Crowder, I'd be really pissed about this. Because, that's, not even... The fucking shirt is not even offensive. Really, I'm not offended by that shirt. I wouldn't wear it.
Well,
but
it
I'm
does
like...
have, the point of the shirt is, socialism is for figs, but, it's made to look like fags, so...
Yeah. It still sucks for Steven, but with this... I assume YouTube made more updates that changed this, considering that Adpocalypse actually happened, but just... assuming this would be the final decision YouTube has, or the final stance YouTube has, this is a very specific situation, and the rest of YouTube isn't negatively affected by this drama that's happening, right?
Okay, but what about all the channels that got demonetized? Because that's still fucked up. And this guy caused that.
Oh, yeah, that part's still fucked up.
But according this is before YouTube, that happened.
Yeah. According to YouTube, at least, and I guess in some sense it does make sense for them being a corporation. They're having a large verified creator advertising a shirt with a slur against gay people on there, so they might not be a fan of that. But they're basically just saying, just take the shirt out of the bio, and you're good to go. Which I think is reasonable. Now, it's not reasonable that they keep changing their mind, because later on they were like, well, actually he can't, but he might. But the shirt, they're really jumping left and right here. But as long as they stick to this very, I'm actually okay with this. Just take the shirt out of the bio, and I think that's reasonable. I mean, obviously,
it's obviously not the best, but
it's not the best. Obviously, in a perfect world, you can sell whatever you want. But from a corporate standpoint, I can see where the issue is. You know what I mean?
I think I'd be more okay with it if they agreed to remonetize more of the channels, because I just think it's why drag other channels into it.
Yeah, I assume YouTube talks
I don't know.
about
I'm
or something.
this
This
might be
isn't
me
the last
trying to look
reply
for
from
some,
YouTube, right? We continue on, or
I think I'll just go ahead and double check their account. Well, let me just open up this dude's account right here and just double check, see if YouTube's responded anymore. Let's see.
Sepbro said none of this is reasonable. I agree. I don't think any of it is reasonable.
Yeah. I might just be trying to look for optimism here, because this whole situation sucks.
No, I think it's good that he got his monetization back. I just think
he hasn't
that
gotten it back yet.
Did he get it back?
Well, no,
I don't
but
think
he
he's
is
actually
getting it
taken the
back.
shirt
I
out.
just
of the bio, though. I think he's actually going to keep it and just take the loss of monetization just to make a point.
Good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would be
Super
pissed if that was the conclusion they came to, because that wasn't even what that guy said was the problem. They're not even addressing the actual thing that he took issue with.
In the best case scenario, YouTube should have said their first statement to Carlos and then ignored him.
Well,
That's what
because
they should have done, but I mean, they didn't. So
my thing is that they didn't even like address whether or not his like the whole thing where he was saying he was being harassed, whether that violated the TOS. Instead, they were like, "Oh, take the link for the shirt out of the bio."
The thing that confuses me is why is YouTube scared of Carlos and what he says? Like, why should they care? Does he have like that big of a reach to where he will affect YouTube
No, because
in
they'll
any
get called
meaningful way?
homophobic.
Who
They'll get called
cares?
homophobic.
By like a couple thousand people. Who cares?
Well, it's a corporation. They fear all journalists and people with check marks calling them out. By the way, think of it, $2 tossed by Internet Unwind 2019, the Proud of the Community year. Yeah, apparently so.
Ugh. That was a fucking reference. Ugh.
Okay, here's an updated statement by Team YouTube. So, obviously, you know, Carlos was infuriated by their reply here. And he said, reporters at YouTube has not demonetized Crowder. Update your stories accordingly, which is false information. Yes, they have demonetized him. They're just saying he can get his back if he removes the t-shirt. So, Carlos spreading fake news, not a surprise there.
Carlos either spreading fake news or he can't read.
Or he's fucking retarded. So there's that too. Thank you for the $1 toss by I want to believe. All right, Team YouTube. Then
I'm gonna
replied.
get called homophobic, and so is Augie, because we just said that he's retarded and he can't read.
Oh my god.
I don't think that many retards are watching RFC. Luckily, so.
I have a feeling there's at least a few. I'm just messing around. All
the retards are actually hosting the show right now.
Yeah. I think the retards that are actually the ones performing right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, YouTube says, sorry for the confusion. We were responding to your tweet about the t-shirts again. Again, this channel is demonetized due to the continued egregious actions that have harmed the broader community. To be reinstated, he will need to address the issues with his channel. So now it's going from take the t-shirts out to address the issues.
So now it's the t-shirts and the issues. So they're adding on to what he needs to do.
They're being tugged from both ends because they don't want to take Crowder out, but they also don't want to get labeled as a homophobic company or something.
They're not making clear what their problem is.
They should have stayed with their initial stance just so they can feel more I feel like being flip-floppy is worse than not being definitive when it comes to a corporation. Obviously, I wouldn't know because I don't run a corporation, but just like PR-wise, I think having a solid stance is just much better, even if it's unpopular. And it's not unpopular. It's not unpopular.
But they're literally letting this guy like jerk them around and fucking intimidate them.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, you guys said maybe YouTube's worried about a couple thousand people calling him homophobic, but
well, because it's Pride Month, I think that would probably like be once again. Okay, fine, Augie, fine. You want the fucking screen cap of you saying you were right?
I was right. By the way, what's going on? Wing in the chat, he says, wow, this maniac put the shirt on his thumbnail. I mean, I think I put a swastika on the thumbnail before, so I'm not too smart when it comes to
It says
YouTube.
figs, it says figs, okay?
It says figs, alright? Not faggot. No, okay.
As long as Augie's demonetization doesn't carry over to me, I'm fine, okay? If not,
I should check right now. Am I still taking off the air? Let's see. YouTube.com/features. Let's see. Please don't take my super chat away. By the way, speaking of super chat, we got Dole Honey tossing five Australian dollars. I assume that's what the A means. Play Ricky Berg's Twitter video to Gay Wonk. It's my latest retweet to my profile. Sums it up perfectly. I will take a look at that. Yeah, let's see. YouTube, please don't take my stuff away. I mean, I'm all green here. I've got all the stuff except for channel memberships. You guys need to hurry the fuck up and give me that. But other than that, I'm good. So YouTube, good boy. Don't take that shit away from me. All right, let's take a look at Ricky Berwick's thing. I'll load that up.
Well, at least you don't sell fag shirts. If you did, then,
I mean, I could if I wanted to. I suppose.
It's fig, remember?
Yeah, it's fig. Yeah. Bowblax. What are you fucking homophobic? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Sorry.
Oh my god.
I disavow what I just said.
Oh my god.
Disavow that thing I just said. When are you gonna disavow fucking gravy on pizza?
All right, let me go ahead and show the screen right now. Let's see. Ricky Berwick. There we are. I have like 2 tabs open right now, so it's confusing the fuck out of me. Thank you for the $2 from Bunny. Gay RFC. All right, let's go ahead and watch this.
Just words and... Excuse me. Excuse me. Gay wonk. Have you ever heard the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me? I'm not gonna fucking contact YouTube when someone is making a joke about me on the internet. Cause it's just words and it's just a fucking joke. And honestly, I've been called every name in the book. I've been called cripple. I've been called spaghetti arms. And you know what? If it bothers me one day, I just log off the internet and play a video game. Or in your case, you should log out of the internet and read a fucking book about jokes and free speech. Cause you, my friend, are overreacting. You, my friend, are not being thick-skinned. You need more skin on you, bro. You need more goddamn skin. We don't need to be censored. It's just jokes, no matter what. Unless someone is threatening physical harm to me in real life, punching me, then I crawl away and ask for help. I call the police and ask for help. I don't go to fucking YouTube or the fucking police and say, this guy is harassing me on the internet. No, that's not what we do here.
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
This fucking voice acting for the
Oh my god.
harassment
fucking
part was
owned.
so perfect, dude.
I want to
Yeah.
know, every time Ricky sends one of these tweets to one of these big guys or something, I want to know, like, when they're watching us, they're like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah,
Because not only is it ridiculous, but he's also, like, fucking owning him. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to reach
yeah, and there's no way that, like, Gay Wonk can respond, like, negatively to him, or else he's being, like,
His name is
bigoted
Gay
towards
Wonk.
cripples.
He's being
Jesus Christ.
ableist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because Ricky could actually play the victim card, but he doesn't. He just fucking owns it, sticks it right up his ass.
No, if he responded negatively to Ricky, Ricky could be like, "You're harassing me."
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
going on, Gamer Julia? By the way, someone said raid. Is someone raiding us? I'm not
Yeah,
aware
I
of
think
it.
no. They said Nick raided us because Nick was streaming about this.
Oh,
earlier.
Diorio raid. Yeah, is Nick already
So,
done? I
thank
thought he was
you
going on for
for
longer
that.
than that. All right. Well, thank you. What's up, Nick Crew? How you doing? What's up, the Nickers?
The Diorio raid.
Nick-
The
oh my
Oreo
god,
Ah,
What?
YouTube, please don't take my shit away.
this is the worst stream ever.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You fucking numbskull. That's what he calls his fans, right? Oh my god.
The
All right.
Knickers.
Oh my god.
Hey Diorio, what's going on, man? All right, let me go ahead and. Oh my god, we're gonna get
Christ.
fucked. All right, let me go and show this.
Your
tweet.
whole channel's gonna get taken down.
Dude,
Or
that's
even-
the perfect name for Nick's audience.
Oh my
Yeah?
god, look at what that one happy cascade just said.
Oh my god. All right, thank you. All right, by the way, this is a screenshot here, a deleted tweet. At least as far as I know, this is deleted because I couldn't find it on his own account. That's why I had to find an image on Google here. But yeah, Carlos Miles said, milkshake them all, humiliate them at every turn, make them dread public organizing. So just a little insight on the type of person we're dealing with here.
Make them dread sharing their fucking opinion.
Oh.
Ooh.
Public organizing is literally like part
Now
of
he's
the
gay,
First
so I have to
Amendment.
ask.
Wait,
when he
That's
says
Hey,
part
milkshake-
of the
everybody-
First Amendment. Wait a minute.
Everybody liking his tweet is publicly organizing.
Now, I have to
Like-
wonder, right, because he is gay. When he says milkshake them all, is he referencing the milkshake event in England, or is he referencing something else? I'm
No,
just-
you guys, that's literally part of the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, the right to peaceably assemble, the right to publicly organize. You can't just tweet that out.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
$2
this guy's
Australian dollars.
American,
Augie
right?
said the nibba word. No, I don't think I did. I said Nick.
No, you didn't. No,
That's what
you
I said.
didn't.
It's very obvious what I said. Stop trying to defame me. What is your name? Fucking
Dude, the
gay
Knickers,
wonk.
dude.
All right. What's that? What's that?
Oh my
Bowblax? Did you say
God.
something? I
The
couldn't hear you.
Knickers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys? Do you guys hear something else? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Thank God this ain't Twitch. They might misconstrue it as something else. Get you banned.
Oh my god. Well, thanks a
But-
lot, asshole. I was gonna lie. Let's go on live on Twitch later. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't. I could maybe. Gamer GLA, you tossed $2 in the super chat. What up, my fellow Nickers from the Nick gang? Thank you for that, Jaylee. Oh my god. All right, let's go ahead.
Pronounce our C's very, very, very clearly.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not trying to get clipped here. Look. YouTube's cracking down. They're removing monetization from all the channels. I'm trying to maintain a voice here,
All the
right?
channels.
We're not trying to be the next Mumkey, the next Ralph Retort. I'm trying to keep a channel, all right? And obviously, I'm doing a wonderful job at that. Oh my god.
I'm gonna report you for online bullying.
Thanks, Bowblax.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Fucking
Fucking
autistic
bigot.
Canadian.
No,
piece of
it's already been.
Fucking
We've already
alt-right
had
piece of shit.
Adpocalypse 2. This is like Adpocalypse 3.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
We're already used to this shit.
Yeah. All right, you guys want to see some hit pieces against YouTube? Because obviously the media has been very kind to YouTube. They've been very fair in the reporting of this situation. Everything's
Oh,
going
yeah.
according to plan. Nothing wrong is
Yeah,
happening.
the mainstream media already hates YouTube, so I don't even know why YouTube's like attempting to pander that. I mean,
I don't know. YouTube is all fucked up. Am I still sharing my screen here? No, I'm not. Let me go ahead and do that. And then after we take a look at these hit pieces, I'll go ahead and open the phone lines, and we'll take some callers, because I think we've been going on for a monologue for enough now. All right, let me go ahead and show you guys some of these fantastic hit pieces. Now, we're not going to be going through the whole things, obviously, because I'd rather fucking hang myself than read 6 mainstream media articles. But let's just take a look at the headlines themselves. So, our first one here, and I'll go ahead and open up my screen here. Let's just go ahead and paste the first URL into the web browser here. YouTube says homophobic taunts don't violate its policies. Because calling a gay man is homophobic taunts.
No, calling him a queer.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, queer is now a slur apparently.
Queer.
How about this one? Is that one not strong enough for you guys? What about this one? YouTube says bullying someone for being gay and Latino is just an opinion. Oh, what even is?
By the way,
BuzzFeed News.
the literal, like, there's literally a definition when you Google queer for homosexual.
How
By
about
the
this
way.
one? How about this one?
Bullying
YouTube
someone-
celebrates Pride Month. Here's the Pride Month reference by saying it's cool if you want to call someone a lesbian queer. Yes, it is. That is
Yeah.
very cool.
Lane had
yeah,
said,
I mean, yeah, don't they like being called? I mean, call each other queer, dude.
Yeah,
it's
no.
part of LGBTQ.
yeah,
Y'all
Lane had said,
queers,
remind me what the Q in LGBTQ is. It's for queer.
Really
It's-
now?
it's for
Oh, okay.
queer.
Wow, YouTube lets someone say someone has a lisp on YouTube? How
Oh.
dare they? We gotta censor the right to say somebody has a lisp.
God forbid you say this guy with a lisp has a lisp.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the new like YouTube rulebook, where we open it up. It's like fucking 1,000 pages and it's all the words you can't say. You gotta read
Wait,
through it before you upload your first YouTube video.
So are we not allowed to call Bowblax autistic anymore?
Oh no, hell no.
Bowblax, you
Damn.
autistic
Fucking
fat.
hater.
Okay.
Oh, YouTube! I'm being bullied.
Oh
Help me.
no!
Hey, don't take the super chats down.
Demonetize
Hey,
Augie.
do you want to make these
Delete
super chats or
Augie's
not?
channel.
Oh wait,
Fuck
I make all the
RFC.
super chats.
YouTube says RFC
Lisp-
calling
Lisp
Bowblax
life.
autistic is cool.
Lisp lives matter.
Oh my god. Someone said in the chat, you guys are being pseudo-racist. I love that term,
Yeah, I mean,
pseudo-racist.
We can't
Yeah.
be full racist. We can just be pseudo
Yeah,
racist.
so it's like when that Tariq Nasheed guy, suspected white supremacist. Not, yeah, like how do you become a suspected white supremacist? What does that even mean?
You just have to act like kind of racist. Just Augie is autistic.
But wouldn't it be obvious if I was or not? You know, I don't. Whatever. All right, let's go through more of these. In case you guys couldn't tell that YouTube's hateful agenda.
Wait,
YouTube
what-
carves policy
wait.
allowing hurtful, homophobic slurs. Oh no!
Was that last article made by someone called the Intelligencer?
Wait, we got to
Go the fuck back. Wait.
Intelligencer? What?
The New
What?
York Intelligencer.
I mean, the
God.
word intelligencer is unintelligent in and of itself. But the fact that they wrote this under the tag homophobia.
Intelligencer. What a
That's
fucking
worse.
word.
That
Homophobia.
is
Wait.
that is worse branding than drug dad. All right. That's worse.
I just like how it's in bold letters. Homophobia, 9:44 a.m.
Wing says more
Homophobia
like
alert,
dumb and
everybody.
nerder.
More
Let
like
your
dumb
phones
and
light up. Guys, homophobia alert, 9:44 p.m. YouTube celebrates Pride Month by saying it's cool.
Bowblax, you should start a skeptic channel and call yourself the Intelligencer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm the most intelligentest of all intelligencers.
Oh my god, please
Holy
tweet that. Please tweet
shit.
that right now.
This is giving me fucking AIDS. Alright, let's go through the next one. This URL is really fucking long for some reason. A right-wing YouTube hurled racist. Wait, racist? Since when? Fuck out of here with this ad shit.
Wait,
Yeah,
I didn't even
think-
like what even. Oh, because he called him Mexican.
Yeah,
Apparently.
calling someone Mexican who is Mexican is racist.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Bowblax, you're Canadian.
Oh my god, you fucking racist
Well, no,
bigot. Can we
Canadians
just
are
delete
predominantly
Bunny
white,
off
so
the
there's
platform
no
right now?
oppression there. So obviously
you
that's
mean
not
it's-
racist.
So it's not racist when I send him that picture of the bagged milk with the sunglasses?
That's pretty fucking racist. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to personally disavow. And further than that, to show YouTube how much I care about hateful speech, I'm gonna have to remove you from this platform. Sorry, Bunny.
Yeah. She just called me Canadian. I honestly can't believe that shit. I mean, I live in Canada, but only I have a right to call myself a Canadian, okay?
Look
You
at
cannot
this. Look
refer
at
to
this
me-
wording in the headline. The company did nothing. Like, whoa, dude. Holy shit.
They
Well,
responded. What?
they
Hey,
demonetized.
I said there's no hateful opinions here. Why? What were you doing back here?
Fuck off.
Fair enough,
that's
you've convinced me. God, you guys kicked me on my own server. Hey,
Augie's off his own
hey,
show.
is this is fucking autism. All right, one more.
Okay.
Let's go. One more.
You
I
gotta share
literally
your
just
screen again.
removed the host.
You literally just kicked the own host. Now I have to share my screen again. I have to open up my settings and re-share the screen because you kicked me out of the room. All right, this is from a website that I use actually for this show sometimes. YouTube to remove thousands of extremist videos, but rules Steven Crowder's harassment of Carlos Maza can stay. Oh, how
Hell yeah.
unfortunate. Guys, I think you clearly see what the media is going with this.
Harassment. Calling someone who's gay, calling someone who's Mexican, calling someone who has a lispy. Whoa, that is huge harassment right there. Can we please end this? Can we please end defining people? Guys, don't describe me by any thing that I am. Don't call me autistic. Don't call me white. Don't call me a man. Don't even call me Josh. Don't even call me Bowblax. That's fucking harassment, okay? Can you please stop? I don't like being harassed. I don't want to be cyberbullied.
Gas the autist. All right, let's go ahead and
We're not
take
allowed
some
to call
callers
people
here.
anything anymore.
This is the most. I don't even. How are we living in this reality? I just don't.
I feel
I'm
like we've just
confused.
eliminated the ability to
This-
refer to people as literally anything.
Mistakes have been made. All right, let's go to bring Spectre in. Spectre, you're on the air. What's going on, man?
Anybody who didn't expect something like this to happen needs to get their they need to get your head checked.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long time coming. You know, first they take Alex Jones. Now they're going for very moderate, moderate in comparison to a lot of more prominent right-wing speakers. You know, Steven Crowder's not really, like, breaking any, like, major grounds here. Obviously, he does make jokes, as we've seen before. But, I mean, that's what the most harassment he said on his show, calling someone a lesbian queer. I mean, you can see that this guy definitely doesn't really, go across the line too often, if at all, on his channel. And yet somehow this guy is now like, oh, we got to get rid of him. He's too bad.
I honestly, like, I'm not surprised that it happened. I'm just surprised that it happened now and not earlier, because, like, how many journalists have yelled at YouTube calling them homophobic for, like, similar reasons?
They're trying to claw back the advertisers they lost from the YouTube wake up bullshit that happened a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And they are trying to make sure that they don't lose a lot of money this time, and that's why they backed off. That's why they were like, "Oh, we're gonna look into this. We're gonna demonetize people," and a bunch of people have lost their monetization. It's not just Crowder; it's Sinatra, Cog.
Wait,
a bunch of people have lost.
Did Cog loses?
From what I was told, he lost it. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong, but it seems like people that are constantly reported for like for whatever. They got hit today, and
Okay, I just loaded up COG's Twitter right now. So someone said probably going to start a thread about these sudden demonetizations in the wake of the battle between Carlos Maza and Steven Crowder. COG quote tweets that it says, "I got fucked too." So apparently COG's demonetized. Sinatra says got demonetized. So yeah,
a bunch of people have been demonetized. And look, this is, I've been saying this for a long time. I'm not monetized, but anybody who came to YouTube thinking you were going to make this a full-time career, that you were going to be able to make money every month, up until you pull a mundane Matt or something, or a Ralph retort. That ship sailed years ago. That door's closed. And
maybe for political YouTubers, I don't know about every YouTuber.
Even gaming YouTubers are starting to be hit. I from what I understand, Boogie's starting to get hit now, and he doesn't really do edgy political stuff. He'll talk about it, but he doesn't really do the edgy stuff. He's been hit on a couple of videos. I think they're specifically Francis, but I could be wrong. The entire point of this, though, is this was going to happen, and people are trying to say, "Oh, it's not Carlos's fault. It's not the Let's Be Queer's fault." No, it absolutely is. It absolutely is, because they even if I accept that all of this was going to be even if I accept that this was an inevitability, they still forced it to come up. And anybody who expected to be able to make this a full-time job, it was never going to be. It's not going to be anymore. They've got a monopoly. And beyond that, you have no contract with them. Ethan Ralph had this happen when he was kicked off the platform. He still had several months of super chats that hadn't been paid out. They wouldn't pay it out to him because there's no contract. They don't have to. They could say tomorrow, every cent you've earned and every cent you will earn instead goes to us completely, 100%.
Yeah. Now, I'll add to that. You did mention that it's getting impossible to make this a full-time job. I think if you're smart about it and you outsource where your income is and you don't just rely solely on super chats or YouTube integrated features, you expand it out, sell merchandise, sell products, have another thing going on.
But they're trying to stop that too.
Yeah,
a couple of months,
it's a little harder
like
to
a
do
year
that.
ago.
Like, for instance, Steven Crowder, he doesn't make his money through AdSense anyway. He makes his money through mug clips, stuff like that. Now they could go after that and shut that down, but that's a little more in the future. I think it's still perfectly viable. You just have to start getting smarter about it.
They made it so that you couldn't use your outro cards or anything to shill your Patreon and stuff like that. They did that like a year ago or something. They may have, backed off a bit, but I remember when they did that.
Wait, Lord Vega still shills his Patreon out at the end of his videos. That's I'm not.
Maybe they backed off on that. I remember that it happened.
Color too loud.
Yeah, you can link your Patreon now in end card.
Oh, you can do that? All
recently.
Right, fair enough. All right,
yeah, I just remember a couple of months ago, like they did that, and everybody was up in arms. You're stopping us from being able to show like our Streamlabs, our Patreon, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there was enough backlash, and I just didn't catch that. I don't know.
That sounds ridiculous on the surface alone. But caller, thank you for calling. I'm going to go in and take some more because we've got a lot of people in there and some more stuff to talk about tonight. But take care. All right, let's bring in Nicholas Diorio. Diorio, you're on the air. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? I just wanted to briefly say, because everyone's been misconstruing this one thing. Boogie2988 is full of shit in this situation. He's just bandwagoning onto it. I understand, like, this is a very big situation and all that stuff. But the only thing that doesn't make sense is the Francis video suddenly getting demonetized. Boogie's been complaining nonstop for the past year or so that he's made multiple videos on it. You can go check the backlog. That his Francis videos have been getting demonetized nonstop. He said he was going to stop them entirely, but they still do too good and draw too many people to the channel. Every time he did a Francis video, it was getting yellow.
Yeah, I haven't watched Boogie's recent video on this subject, so when Spectre mentioned Boogie not making money on Francis videos, I thought he was referring to those previous videos where Boogie says he doesn't make money on Francis videos. But if he's like wording it in such a way where it's like, oh, only now it's an issue, then that's not accurate.
Yeah, I have a tweet loaded up by Boogie here. Make no mistake, on one level, the Vox Apocalypse is about taking down people they disagree with. On another level, it's about all of YouTube taking down with them so people like Vox can stay afloat. Their target was never Crowder, it's YouTube. YouTube fell on his own sword.
Yep.
Let's go find specifically about where he's talking about his friends.
If it didn't come from Boogie, it was misconstrued from Medicare because Medicare opened up with Boogie, so that's where people are getting that from.
Okay, then that might be Medicare's mistake.
Because Medicare said, "Oh, and Boogie 2988, he's not even a political YouTuber. He's the fence sitter, and now he's getting demonetized on his Francis videos." Yeah, he opened up with him over everybody else, so a lot of people are getting that stuff. So if it's not Boogie directly,
that's been going on for a while. And I also want to mention, like, there's a distinct difference. Everybody calls, like, limited ads demonetization. Technically, it's not demonetization. I mean, it borderline is because you don't really make any money on it.
Basically,
but there's a difference between having, like, a video demonetized with the limited ads and then having your whole channel just automatically demonetized, so you absolutely make no money on any video. I think
Boogie's been talking.
I think it's a huge.
Don't they use the symbol, like the yellow symbol? Isn't that called demonetization though?
It's called limited or no ads.
It's a limited ad state, but I thought they initially in their videos when they were covering it, I thought the misconstrued came from them.
Look, I don't care. It's demonetization as much as I look. You're gonna make like 2 cents from a video.
Yeah, but in this scenario, it is Bowblax is completely right. There are people who are demonetized in the last 24 hours. Then there are people whose videos started to get yellow ad symbols. Like it's a big thing to let's just say, because one person's tweet to another person's tweet could be completely different scenarios. Somebody could be on the verge of losing their account, and then somebody could be on the verge of not making any money on their channel, like Crowder.
Yeah, like having specific videos demonetized has been a thing on YouTube for multiple years now. Like if your videos are starting to get demonetized now, it's not because of this situation. But what I've been seeing coming out of the situation is that full channels are getting like fully demonetized to where it's like you basically get taken away your partnership privileges as if you were under 1K subs. Like you can't monetize at all, which that's a huge difference because. I mean, you could potentially have a video that is still monetized, even though a lot of your videos are demonetized, and that's a hell of a lot more money than absolutely nothing and having no chance of making money, even regardless of what you upload.
Oh, I've heard Bowblax. You've said this before. Wang just said something really interesting in the chat that you could still make YouTube Premium money with a limited ad state.
Yes,
you said that you should promote YouTube Premium. I was thinking about doing that in my next video because it's the difference between making $0 and $20.
Yeah, it is.
Promote their product.
I don't think it's YouTube's fault. I think YouTube did what they had to do in this situation. Yeah. They did what they could to stop the advertisers from pulling, but the advertisers could pull anyway and fuck them twice.
No, honestly, and Premium's a good service as it is. I mean, you can watch videos with your phone, turned off. So I think that's enough of a feature as it is. And plus, creators still get paid when they watch your videos. Yeah, I think, I wouldn't be against everyone promoting Premium.
Yeah. If creators who were getting hit by, like, demonetized, which is, like, the yellow symbol and not getting their channels fully demonetized, if they promoted Premium more, like, then the limited ads wouldn't actually be as much of an issue as it is currently. But, I mean, if whole channels are demonetized, then they're fucked no matter what because they can't make money even
you don't even make
Premium.
That. Yeah.
And Premium makes more views than on a fully monetized video that doesn't have Premium anyway, so...
All right, I'm going to head out in a minute. I just want to ask one more question. Did you pay attention to the stream that Crowder did today?
No,
Anybody?
I watched Medicare's. What did Crowder say?
Crowder said that he contacted YouTube, with his lawyer contacted YouTube, and they didn't want to give any information. They didn't want to give their name or anything so they can contact anybody. They didn't feel comfortable with giving that over the phone. Okay. They didn't want to send... Yeah, YouTube reps. They had to actually check the number to see if the number they were being called from was actually a YouTube rep, because they wouldn't give a name that they could be contacted from or an email address. So then YouTube sent them an email. They were trying to get a list of things they did wrong, which, again, you know how YouTube is. They're never going to send that, right? They're never going to tell you a list of things you did wrong because now they have to abide. Like, it becomes a precedent. It's like a fucking court case with them. He was banned for this. Now I could be banned for the same thing. So they weren't going to give him that over the phone, but they did give it to him, which is huge, in an email. They were going to give him... Actually, I think they did give it to him over the phone. I don't know. He got it somehow. There were 3 reasons. They didn't give him the 3rd reason. The first reason being the shirts. Fucking ridiculous shirts. And the second reason being the... He uploaded a video in 2017. This is today's situation. He uploaded a video in 2017 that was transphobic. And that video included Blair White. Like, literally, she was apparently in the video with him.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Blair White was in a video that was deemed transphobic enough to remove monetization from a YouTube channel.
All right. Okay. Thank you for the dollar, by the way, beat Tim. I'm just like, I think that just fried my brain there. I'm like, okay, all right. This is where we're at. You know, making a transphobic video with a literal trans person as your guest in the video. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think I misinterpreted that because looking at his face was a lot like looking at my face when he heard that.
You actually like stunned me there with that. I'm actually like, I froze for. I was like, wait. Oh, no.
So guys, when you're making your transphobic videos, make sure you don't include Blair White. I think that was a tipping point.
Oh,
God.
Also,
That's the part where it
don't
went
give
too far.
money to St. Jude's. That and don't. Yeah, okay, whatever. All right. Someone in the
What do you
chat
mean
says
Blair off the
Blair
trans
does-
wagon now? Blair is transgender.
What
She
does
can't
that
be off
mean?
the trans wagon. It's not. She's transgender. How could she be transphobic? That's like
Can
saying
you
I'm against
define? Wait,
autistic
can you
people. What?
elaborate on that question, please? Like, what? Please elaborate on that question. I require an explanation. That doesn't make sense.
Isn't Blair off
Well,
the
Dior, I have to
trans
say
wagon?
thanks for coming on, man. This is now 3
No
days
problem.
in a row, man. Thanks. For
I know, Jesus Christ! One more time, I get a free Sunday.
Yeah, you're the 1,000th caller we've had on the show. It's your lucky day.
Oh my God! Free voucher.
Oh my God! No,
All
thanks for
right,
coming
thank
on,
you
man.
very
Take
much,
care.
guys.
All right, let's go to bring Lionhead in here. Lionhead, you're on the air. Holy shit, you're far away. Where are you, man? Hey, first off, you need to like step a little closer. You sound like you're in like another house. Did not work. All right, let me raise you up a little bit. I'm gonna give you another chance, and I'm gonna have to take someone else because we literally cannot hear you. No, it's not. It's not. All right, whatever. Fix your stuff, and then come back, and we'll give you another chance. Let's go to bring in. Let's see. Supercat. Supercat, you're on the air.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess I'll just put my opinion out here on this whole Cratter thing. I think this Carlos dude doesn't realize that he's pretty much dunked on a bunch of people's incomes. Pretty much.
I think he's pretty aware of that.
I mean, he works for the Vox. Vox is a competitor to YouTube.
I mean, well, Vox has their own videos on YouTube, so they pretty much, in a weird way, it's kind of a, what's the term for it? Like symbiotic relationship? Is that the right term? I don't know. But, like, considering the fact...
But YouTube makes their website irrelevant, so they don't want YouTube getting ads because they want ads to come to their website instead. And
That
people
is
to visit
true.
their website instead for political stuff.
That is true. Google and Facebook pretty much did eat up digital ad space pretty much. But my whole thing with this Carlos guy is that he has to know that like a lot of internet content has been based off of like roasting and making fun of other people's like, appearances and stuff like that.
No, this is all
or
planned.
sexual orientation.
Caller, this is what this was. This was a planned attack. He waited for Pride Month to come. He decided to launch this attack, go after Crowder because Crowder's been getting on his nerves. And he was going to fuck the entire platform over it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't deny that. It's pretty clear that this was, like, coordinated, but my whole thing is, by him doing this, all he did was make Crowder some sort of, like, and now, like, he's gaining followers.
Every time one of these guys gets attacked or gets a censorship attempt is made or something like that, or enacted upon, it does nothing but help them. I mean, just a few weeks ago, they were trying to take down Lieutenant Corbus and her channel. And what did that do?
Mhm.
It got her 200,000 subs. She's about to cross the 1 million sub mark, specifically because people tried to make it harder for, people to listen to her. And look what happened. It just made it better, I mean, Alex Jones, his app went to #1 in the App Store before they took it off the App Store. His podcast is still doing well. Anytime they try to censor people, there's very few exceptions where that it's going to hurt them in the long run, but that short-term energy, like that, it just does nothing but, boost their numbers tremendously.
Yeah. It's like unfortunate that it's mostly smaller people are going to, like, dunked on.
Oh yeah, that does suck. I mean, everyone's getting fucked over. I mean, I'm surprised COD got taken out. Sinatra got taken out. All these guys. I mean, it's not really much about the AdSense for some of these guys who are streamers. The super chat, losing that is like a huge deal because there's Streamlabs, there's alternatives, but everyone uses super chat because it's Apple Pay. You can use it instantly. You can use it on your phone or something like that. You can't really do that with Streamlabs. So that's a big blow to people who like stream and stuff like that. So yeah, that definitely does suck. And well, we have our lispy queer to thank for that. But anyway, thank you for the caller. Thank you for the call.
My God.
I'm sorry, I had to because his connection was kind of acting up on the show. But yeah, do you think we should take one more and then move on? I do have a few tweets here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show a few tweets from YouTubers. And then we're going to take like one more caller, and then we'll end off this segment because we also have some other stuff to watch, just some minor stuff, some videos. Mama JF had a meltdown. I thought I'd show you guys that.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Destiny 2 streamer apparently had a meltdown. Nick wanted me to watch that. We've got Walmart and their employees' weird obsession with the fucking feet. So, some fun stuff. Oh, and of course, Notify, Jamie Pine's brand new service that I got to show you guys. It's fucking great. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through some of these tweets. Now, the first one that I have pointed out here is from Just Destiny, who absolutely slaughtered this whole conversation, by the way. Let's go and see what he had to say. Just as he said, anyone who's taking part in this deplatforming of Steven Crowder and is rallying behind Carlos Maza in efforts to have him censored are bitches. Like, boo-hoo, he said some mean things that hurt your feelings, and now you're going to try to ban his whole YouTube channel? Pathetic. It's always a slippery slope, as I and many others have pointed out in the past, when people start trying to censor any and every little thing that they deem as offensive. Absolutely BTFO'd by Just Destiny.
I mean, Just Destiny's right, but
what? No,
because someone said
he's
reformed. Your whole feelings, and
he's
now you're
them
trying
in the ass.
to
Look.
ban their video. Pathetic.
Come on, dude. You
No. Obviously, he's moved past that, and I don't want to hold it against him, and I'm not holding it against him. I just think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
In hindsight,
I can see
that's it. That's yeah. I'm just taking a piss.
Yeah, I can see the.
It's not like obviously this is a good tweet.
Hell yeah, yeah, fucking Just Destiny. I thought that was great that he.
Nick says, "Play my video I sent you."
We will. Let's take a look at this guy, and then I have a tweet from Keemstar showing some of the channels that got demonetized. Whoops. Okay, I opened up the wrong tab here. There we go. Oh my god, this is from who is this? This is a YouTuber by the name of...
Dash Star. Yeah, he's a Star Wars YouTuber. I've watched a couple of his videos before. He's not even controversial in the slightest.
Oh, yeah. He used too many capital letters in his titles.
Yeah, take a good listen to this and tell me if this sounds crazy or not. Oh my god, YouTube explanation of demonetizing my entire channel was over liberal use of capital fucking letters. And as you can see, the email. Hi Mitchell, hope you're doing well. Wow, what a slap in the face.
Hope you're doing well.
YouTube just taking their fucking dick and just slapping it across the face. They're just like, it seems like you need to make some changes in the titles of your videos. Please make sure it aligns with the video's content to avoid unnecessary capitalization. That's the state we're at here. We're literally living in a different world. What the fuck is this?
This seems unrelated to the Crowder stuff, but
it's unrelated.
Still,
but I just want to point out where we're at.
Please don't use capital letters to catch people's attention. Like that doesn't violate the terms of service.
Dude, wait. If this is YouTube. I mean, if YouTube wants to make this a fucking policy, maybe they should implement something into the system where you actually can't type titles with certain amount of capital letters. If there's fucking 10 capital letters, YouTube's oh, this doesn't work, can't save the changes,
Yeah.
That would probably be better if you want to avoid something like this. And by the way, so many channels on YouTube have full capitalization in their titles or majority of their titles. This will affect 50% of big YouTubers.
Well, it's pretty standard.
If this becomes consistent.
Well, the thing is, it's so standard for at least part of most video titles to use capital letters that it's not like it's something that really does stand out most of the time because it's so normal. So if it's something that they're trying to stop people from doing because they're oh, you're using it as a tactic to get people to click on your videos first. Well, almost everybody does that. especially like, you know, with gaming videos and commentary videos, people do that. So it's not like people don't adjust to seeing that, and now it just looks normal to people.
Yeah. Like, I didn't even think that RFC After Hours on the stream is all capital letters, but hey, it's all capital letters. Are we gonna get banned now?
Like when I see a video title where everything's lowercase and it has like a period at the end of it, then that looks weird to me.
Someone in the chat wrote, "Well, Leafy is here is fucked." I'm pretty sure he was fucked a long time ago before any of this.
That was a long time ago.
Oh my god. Fucking AIDS. Yeah, there's the state we're at. Alright, I'm gonna have to sign into my alternate account here to view a tweet from Keemstar. Asshole.
You could. I just go in a separate browser because it's faster, but.
Yeah, but I'm still sharing screen with you guys. Don't look at my password.
All these accounts that you own.
I'm not even looking at like.
All right. I'm in my other account. Let's see. Let me pull this tweet up from Keemstar. Let's see. I don't even look at Keem's Twitter anymore. I just pulled this up. Channels are being fully demonetized at an insane rate. I can't keep up. You can see a lot of channels here. Ford Fisher. Someone else. Sinatra says. Dan Dix.
Oh my god.
Well, how much you want to bet this guy was banned because he had the word dick in his name?
Oh my god.
Doesn't even have to do anything political. YouTube is just like, wow.
Which YouTuber was it that had to change his last name because it had a word that
was there
YouTube didn't
wait,
like.
There
literally
I know the story. There was a YouTuber that had a last name that was offensive or something.
Yeah, that was like Rob Dyke.
Oh yeah, Rob Dyke, yeah.
He literally had to change his last name because YouTube, like, the system didn't like it and it like was fucking.
You know
with
what that
his
reminds me
channel.
of? So back in like 2012, like Nintendo had their Wii U launch, right? And they had this social media service on it called Miiverse. And when it first came out, it was rocky as hell, right? Like people were getting banned for having like offensive names. Like some guy's name was like what was his name? Someone had a name. It was like offensive or something, and Nintendo banned him, and everyone made fun of Nintendo. They're like, "Wow, Nintendo doesn't understand social media or how it works. They're doing such a bad job over here." Like an actual social media service made the same mistake as Nintendo. A verified social media service that's been around for over a decade now made a Nintendo level mistake.
Yeah.
Banning a guy or demonetizing a guy for having a last name that is technically like a
I mean,
swear or
having
something.
censorship on your Mario game social media isn't that big of a deal, but when it's on your fucking generalized
It's like, okay,
platform,
we can sort of, as much as we're gonna laugh at Nintendo for this, right? That makes sense. But YouTube, have this stuff fixed. Oh my god.
Now, about this Keemstar tweet, something interesting is that in the first image, if you could go back to it, it says, "Oh, Ford Fisher." Guess who defended Ford Fisher?
Who?
Our boy, Carlos.
What?
Go to his Twitter.
Oh, I gotta pull this
He's
up.
criticizing YouTube for what he caused YouTube to do.
Let me see.
What are you talking? What? Wait, right now?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was made 40 minutes ago.
Wait. Okay.
What's
okay.
happening?
Let's pull this up right here on stream. All right. So this is Ford Fisher basically talking about his YouTube channel demonetized. What does Gay Wonk say? What happened to Ford is fucking awful. What? You caused this.
Oh my god, you can't say that, dude. You created this problem.
What a man, dude.
He creates a problem and then complains about the outcome.
Yeah.
You caused this.
What a gay Mexican, am I right?
What a
What
gay
lesbian queer
Mexican.
Oh my god.
What a gay
Oh my
Mexican with a
God.
lesbian, dude.
No, Rising Thunder people are this stupid. There are people who are this stupid. I fully believe this man is this stupid. Nobody can pretend to be this stupid.
Fucking AIDS.
You can only behave like this if you really are
I
this
think
stupid.
he's finding a reason to dislike YouTube at any cost. Like, he complains to YouTube, YouTube fixes it. Oh, YouTube, you're still fucking up. Like, he's just trying to make his website look as good as possible.
Because they didn't
And
ban
it's insanity.
Crowder. He's like, I'm gonna get mad until you fucking ban this asshole that I don't like.
Oh my god.
I don't understand how YouTube is still so bad at this. How can they not differentiate between white supremacist content and good faith reporting on white supremacy?
He's a white supremacist. Now,
Maybe
Steven,
because your fucking definition of a white supremacist is fucked.
Steven Crowder's a white supremacist now.
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
confused. Wait, when did this happen?
Yeah, apparently Steven Crowder, white supremacist, because he called him gay.
Apparently,
White.
Yo, gay?
conservative
Calling someone
equals
gay and
alt-right.
Mexican when they're gay and Mexican equals white fucking supremacy. Just automatically. Just throw that out there. Who cares?
Apparently, like conservative equals alt-right. I guess that's what.
Dude.
We're
Yeah,
looking at now.
okay. He didn't say anything about white people being a superior race. He called you a gay Mexican.
Maybe you should just
with
go
a
full
list.
on at this. No, I'm just kidding. Never mind.
He said that you're a queer Mexican who has a lisp, and you are a queer Mexican who has a lisp.
Maybe pointing out the lisp is a little mean, but the rest of it is just defining you. What? I don't. Oh my god, I can't comprehend. It's just so insane, dude.
Emo robot queer means gay. He's a gay Mexican who has a lisp. And I'm sorry if calling out the lisp is mean, but he did say he has a lisp, and he does has a lisp.
He does has a list.
He does have. I'm so mad. He does have a lisp. It's not white supremacy. Also, because being gay has nothing to do with white supremacy.
Yeah. Why does race? Oh my god, it's so fucking stupid. Like, I don't even want to talk about it because everyone knows it's stupid, and it's like literally explaining like how the sky is blue to somebody or some shit. It's like fucking.
I didn't say. Okay.
I mean, even that's more complicated.
Okay.
But...
First of all, we're not like this. You're making the comparison. Well, Tommy can make fun of Tazier's stutter. Then I'm not saying that.
It's not. It's mean. We said it's mean.
Not. We said it was mean.
But
I'm talking about like him saying that like because he said that he has a lisp, which he does have a lisp, that he is a white supremacist. Like, I didn't call Tommy a fucking white supremacist or a Nazi because he made fun of Tazier's stutter. That, like, you can't exactly make that comparison. It's not exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I just told Tommy it was a low blow. Besides that, it's like, whatever. Like, he can do it. He doesn't...
Yeah.
We shouldn't censor him. We shouldn't demonetize him because he does it. I mean, it's in poor taste, but who cares? I mean, free speech.
All we said was that it was not very nice of him to say that.
Yeah.
He
just
can
like
say...
how it's not very nice for Steve Crowder to say this man has a lisp and point out his lisp.
Yeah, we're not saying it's nice.
He's allowed to say it without getting demonetized.
They can both say whatever they want. It doesn't make it nice, but it also doesn't make them white supremacists.
Yeah. Also, calling someone a white supremacist when they're not isn't very nice. Maybe Carlos should be demonetized.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we should demonetize him. That's not very nice either.
Yeah, you're being a little mean. I think this is cyberbullying. Like, how much is
fucking gay?
Fucking cyberbully, dude. Honestly,
yeah.
Carlos, bro.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Cyberbully, you anti-LGBT man.
This is slander. This is slander too. You can't just say that someone's a white supremacist.
Augie, keep me silent over this.
I mean,
look, I think I've said my piece on this whole issue altogether.
Dude, I'm left-leaning, and I'm making fun of this. Like, this is how insane this is. Extreme left people are absolutely ridiculous and insane.
I'm a registered Democrat as a registered voter. I'm left-leaning too. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Speaking as a Nazi myself, I find this pretty ridiculous.
Okay. I mean, it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, we've covered this whole thing well. Enjoy your apocalypse, all you suckers. I'm going to be keeping my super chat, except they might take that too. I don't know.
I mean, you said some questionable shit.
Nah, me? Nah, of course not.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. YouTube. All right, 0 copyright strikes, 0 community guidelines. Monotone.
Oh, 0 copyright strikes.
Super chat. There
nice,
we go.
dude.
I'm in, boys.
Yeah, you haven't got hit by the...
No, not yet.
By the YouTubers yet, dude.
Not yet. There we go.
Laynad says he's got something to say if you're still taking
All right,
callers.
I'll take one more caller and then we'll segue into laughing at fucking videos. Because why not? Lionad, you're on the air.
Yo, sorry about the mic earlier.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
loud,
fine
what's
now.
going on, man?
Okay, so I was just gonna say, Fordfish's tweet saying it's not Gay Wonk's fault, don't want people harassing him and all that. He does sort of have a point in the second part of that, because he says that YouTube does the purge, censoring and all that as a byproduct of the initial thing to Steven, which is kind of true. Like, a lot of this is YouTube's fault. It's no secret that Carlos is a fucking retard and everyone that follows him, but YouTube they allowed themselves to be manipulated by that. They've bent over backwards for them, and they've demonetized tons of channels now out of this one issue. It fucking showed how spineless they are. They laid down their policies at the start and then just changed it up constantly. I think that's the bigger problem here.
No, it is. It is the bigger problem, but that doesn't. Nick said, "What the fuck would you do? Pull me." Nick wants in.
That's true.
Hold on.
What the fuck is that?
Hold the fuck up. What the fuck would you do in this scenario if it meant all the advertisers could pull out tomorrow and no one could make money?
Yeah, that's the thing. They do have to protect the ads, but
they bent over their backwards because they had to bend over backwards. It's a fucking business.
It's true, but it's just even more respect being lost for them at this point. Yeah.
I don't know. They were planning this in January. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. This has been going on for a very long time. It's article after article after article designed to take a person out and hurt the platform. Advertisers have come out and said they don't even care about the political rhetoric. They want to just pull out when everyone else does so they can come back at a lower rate.
Yeah.
It's virtue signaling. There's nothing they can do. They got him in a wall.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, that's all I want to say. Bye, guys.
Literally like caller assassin, dude. The caller comes in, gives an opinion. Nick's like, nope.
I literally saw him typing in all caps in the chat, and he was like, "Pull me," and I was like, "He's gonna fucking come in here and yell."
Yeah, is he Keemstar now? Someone disagrees with something I said. Pull me in, Augie. Let me in. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was a good point.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You get where I'm coming from, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They try laying down their policies and then just instantly, they can't claim to stand by anything if they're just going to do that, which they might have to, but
Yeah. All right, caller. Thank you. Okay. All right, you guys want to transition to some AIDS topics?
I mean, you're gonna make us look at the AIDS topics anyway. So
All right, more SIBO time.
What a weird transition.
No, never again.
No,
Absolutely fucking not.
I'm just fucking around. Now, apparently, there's this video Nick wanted me to play. So last night on Twitch, Destiny 2 was the top game on Twitch, beating Fortnite because of one streamer. Apparently, there's DLC or something. I'm not too familiar on it. But what I do know is some streamer had a fucking meltdown, and Nick wanted us to take a look at our good buddy Killstream Live's channel because they put up an archive there.
Shauna wants me to give you a tweet first.
What's Scully doing?
She put a tweet in show info.
What is this? Let me go ahead and double check. Oh, this is Scully's take on it. This is how Scully's gonna live on the show. She's just gonna make tweets. So how do you feel about getting channel demonetized because you have thin skin, gay walk? Also, before you call me homophobic, I'm bi. Fuck you. Well done. Scully still lives on. The ghost of Scully is still here. All right, let's go ahead and play this video right now. Let's take a look at this.
No, it's in front of him.
Lord Vega's in the callers.
Oh, is Lord Vega in the callers? All right, we'll bring him in. What's going on, Vega?
What up, man? I just wanted to read this one. This is a lovely little tweet that I just found.
Oh, really?
Tim Pool just quote tweeted, "Mr. Alsop History, now taking out history channels because history is racist too." And the quoted tweet reads, "YouTube have banned me for hate speech. I think due to clips on Nazi policy featuring propaganda speeches by Nazi leaders. I'm devastated to have this claim leveled against me and frustrated that 15 years of materials for history teachers community have been ended so abruptly. So now, you know how you go to class, you go to YouTube, some of the teachers actually prep their own YouTube channel for classes.
Yeah.
So that way, instead of being like, oh, let me look for a good video in the middle of the class, they just do it themselves. That way they have an archive.
Yeah.
So that's been fucked by this little shit too. So you can already tell whatever they updated can't differentiate when, you know what I mean, history lessons from some douchebag saying, you know, whatever they want about Nazi shit.
That's fucking weird. What the fuck?
Yeah, so I don't know. If you guys look for Tim Pool, he'll probably usually tweet some shit that's like ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a follow right now. About actually,
let me do this.
Yeah, he'll tweet shit that's not necessarily like the drama, but he'll catch all the shit that's like going crazy on the side.
Tommy's very. He said he's like one of the last honest journalists. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably true.
Yep. All right.
All right, thought I'd just stop by and let y'all know that one too, so that you got a whole class of normal people, and also there's like a, you know, he responded to himself, you know, bumped his tweet and he says, I just discovered this ad and I don't know what's going on. Obviously, because he's a history teacher and doesn't know anything about what's going on, period.
Yeah.
So now you have probably a lot of normal people that aren't on Twitter, have nothing to do with anything, don't even know commentary exists, doesn't know Keemstar exists, doesn't know anybody exists. They just do what they do, and it's all normal, great, wholesome stuff, and they're gone. Just like that.
Wow. That's fucking crazy. This is the state we're living in. Channels getting demonetized for using too many capital letters. Now history videos by teachers getting taken down. This is where we're at with YouTube now. Jesus.
All right, well, you guys have a good stream. I thought I'd pass by and add that.
Yeah, thank you for that, Vega. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
care.
All right, later.
Damn. What do you guys think of that?
Jesus Christ.
History is fake. History is racist now.
YouTube needs a new CEO, and YouTube.
You know what? We're gonna teach YouTube a lesson.
Take
you know what we're gonna
a
do,
better
guys?
look at their algorithms. I understand what they're trying to do, but I feel like they can do it in a way that is not as disruptive as it is currently. I mean, it's easy to say from my perspective, not really knowing much about like how an algorithm works and whatnot, but there has to be a better way.
Yeah, like I get that there's just so much content that it's really difficult. Like it would be impossible for people to manually review everything, but it's just like something clearly isn't working.
You know what? We're gonna teach YouTube a lesson, and we're gonna do After Hours on D Live now.
No.
Yeah, dude, give us all your line.
No.
We're only gonna be taking Lino.
Oh my god. Augie, you want zero money?
What do you mean? It's actually...
you want to tell your fans to burn money into a Ponzi scheme?
Yes. Yes.
Or pyramid scheme?
All right, let's watch this Destiny video. I don't know why Nick sent this to me. Let's take a look.
Just throw on us.
Die.
Let's go.
Yes.
Come on. Come on.
Oh wait, yeah, he might do some dummy. Oh, watch out!
Find the chest. Chest. It's probably beside him. Up top, maybe? Up top over here? We're dead.
No, it's in front of him.
No. Where we just killed him.
Grab the shit and get out. Grab the shit and get out. Grab the shit and get out. Who's party lead? Get out.
Let's go! We are fucking this shit! That's fucking shit! No way! No fucking way, dude! Get out of here! What? No fucking way! Holy shit! Holy shit! I can't believe it! I can't fucking believe it! Oh my god! Oh my god! My whole body.
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm pretty sure someone has already beat.
No, we got the gun. We got the gun.
Did all of us get it?
All of us got. I got it.
We all just got it.
Well, maybe
that's
you're right.
well, that's first, right? That's first. If everyone gets the gun.
Yes.
Go
to the tower.
Go tower.
I
mean, all I know is that apparently Bungie tweeted that people got it first. We all got the gun, and I don't know what to make of that.
Really?
I don't play this game.
Are you serious?
Wait, someone said no. Carolina got before you guys.
Oh no.
So what? So everyone got the gun.
Why did we get the gun?
So why we all get the gun?
I don't know why we got the gun.
Be bold got first. Oh my god.
Are you fucking?
What place are we?
Ah, to be second, dude. It was 4 minutes ago they just put it up.
Oh.
Oh my fucking god. We tell each other. Like, no one's actually mad at each other. Okay? Because we thought we fucking got first. That's why. If we had just gotten second and we didn't all get the guns and thought that we got first, it would have just been like, oh, okay, we got second. It was the fact that we got fucking baited into thinking that we got first. In reality, we got second. Also, you're banned. Fuck you. That is why we got... that's why we were emo. Okay?
Fucking nerds, dude.
What the fuck is he doing?
Okay? That's why.
Bungie, take the gun. Just take it.
Nah. World first dismantle of Taraba. Done.
Dude, world's first.
Nick, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
I feel like Nick's like
They
watching this, fucking like laughing his ass
Yeah,
off.
Nick's like,
we're just
this
all
is
sitting
the
here.
best clip
Guys, he's in
I've
collar.
ever
Okay,
fucking
guys, he's in collars. Should I drag him up?
Nick, what did you
Bro, it's so weak. That was fucking... Alright, hold on. This shit was the fucking tits, bro. There were more people watching this Destiny race than there were watching Fortnite last night. It was like the biggest thing. He had 40,000 people watching him. He thought he finished first in the world because they were doing a massive world's first race. And he did his whole cheering thing. Everyone's excited. They're all tweeting world's first. Ha, fuck you guys. I got you good. And they came out, we lost. Wait, we lost? What do you mean we lost? And then Dado went on a 30-minute rage spree on his fucking Twitch channel, going, it's bullshit. Bungie fucked us over. Bungie made us think we won. And then everybody's calling him a sore loser and a crybaby. Then he started banning people in the chat.
What the fuck?
Well, you didn't. In this clip, there isn't the. It's the. I mean, the title says full context, but there's no. There's no.
I posted another one with the fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm when he realized he lost.
Where's that?
Full context, the raid was 7 hours, Bowblax. The raid was 7 They played for 7 hours. This is the end of a
How about a rage? How about a nice gamer rage compilation, dude?
Oh god. Dude,
him crying.
This guy has a history of getting fucked every time. He did the first raid that came out. He did it. It took him. They took him 24 hours, and they won. But they did it at 24 hours and 2 seconds, so they got no rewards. Because you had to do it in the first 24 hours to get the rewards for it.
I feel like while we were watching this, Nick was like laughing his ass off.
It's hysterical,
and then
dude.
we were just sitting here like, what
I
the
watched
fuck
the
is
life
going
drain
on?
from his eyes.
Oh my! I like the part where the guy's like, "I hate to be the bearer of bad news." Like literally, like 2 seconds after.
But we fucked up.
Everybody was so excited, like, "Oh my god, we finally fucking did it! Let's go!" Because they like hardly ever win now.
Well,
and
Nick,
they're like,
Nick, while you're here, I was wondering if you want to watch Mama JF's latest.
Oh yes, please! But you have it?
Yeah. Now this is on a channel called Cult of Justice. He includes a clip like in the video, I believe, about he starts playing it. Let's see. Okay, so basically the context for this is Mama JF. This guy right here is called No White Guilt. And
what?
He's been on before. I thought this was the original one.
Yeah, yeah, and apparently this is new. So this guy right here is named No White Guilt, and apparently, basically what happened was Mama JF thinks this guy is some guy that like raped her like years ago. So she went on, she spurred out on stream. I think he plays the clip here.
And her friend, if people know where she's at,
place. These are the kinds of
Hey,
people
maybe
they
we
are.
could have
This
done
is
that.
what we have to arrest. Is that Mama JF? I thought I heard something.
All right.
JF mutes.
To see her. She's getting removed from the
Anyhow,
he pushes her away. He's
I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the original video. So this is the disturbing case of Mama JF. I'll just go and pull up that one. Disturbing case. Okay, there we go. I like how it comes up so quickly. There we are. All right, we'll watch it from here.
And says,
She is very
this
sane.
is
I
what
like her.
took place. These are the kinds of
Hey,
people
maybe
they
we
are.
could have
This
done
is
that.
what we have to arrest. Is that Mama JF? I thought I heard something.
So JF is known for having girlfriends.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Okay.
Anyhow.
I had to mute Mama Jeff because she was telling some mean things about No White Guilt. I apologize. Everyone who's a fan of the show knows that Mama Jeff has an uncontrollable and irrational hate of No White Guilt, and we don't hate her for it. It's just a brain spark that she has where she construes No White Guilt as someone else. All right.
And then she comes right back.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. Lawrence Forbes says, does Mama Jeff really have an issue with No White Guilt, or is she just fooling around? She has an actual issue.
I need it.
Don't say anything violent.
No, I want to.
What do you have to say?
No, I get seriously. You tried to kill me, okay?
Okay.
And I'm fucking sick that you're fucking me with me. You always follow me everywhere, and
All right.
and you say you want to make spiritual movement, but you fucking tried to kill me for 3 years, okay? You're a fucking
Okay.
psychopath, man.
T'en as assez dit, maintenant va-t'en. Okay, so the answer to the super chat is that Mama JF mistakes No White Guilt for someone who has committed acts of violence against her. So that's why you see her currently sad.
Oh my god.
You fucking tried to kill me! You say
Mama
you
Jeff
wanna
has been the
explode.
victim of an act of violence. It was not by No White Guilt at all. She is confused, and because she is confused, she associates No White Guilt with...
See, like, the stream has lag, so, like,
No,
I'm
that's
hearing,
him, that's
like...
him muting because she keeps
No,
saying
see,
crazy
no, like,
shit.
I'm looking at the stream and then hearing the audio, like, it's this, so the video's, like, slightly delayed. So I'm, like, so confused, you have no idea.
All right, Bowblax, do you want to explain it, or do you think we should just leave her in a perpetual state of confusion?
Do you have the one where she like just introduces herself while they're drinking?
Let's see. I think this is
You're gonna leave me in a perpetual state of confusion.
Yeah, you're right. I am. You're right.
Hello.
Hey, I just
I
want
can
to
give
say,
you the,
no, I will never accept your apologies, okay? What you did to me was so mean. And this guy is not a real person. He's doing shape-shifting. And he's a ghost. Don't believe him. He's not a real person.
Okay.
And he
So-
wants to kill me.
Okay. So No White Guilt is a ghost.
Why is it always this guy? Oh wait, I think this is another clip.
Oh, there it is.
K. Max McDonald says, Mama Jeff, what is your background? What country do you derive your ethnic heritage from?
He wants to know if she's Jewish.
I can't
Oh my
answer
God,
that.
I'm gonna kill myself
Okay, but before,
on stream.
I had a bad life. But then after I discovered GF, then I started to look at GF every day. I was always looking at GF. I became crazy. I lost everything I had. I lost my job, my family. I quit school. I lost everything. I was just looking at GF all the time. I was crazy. And then after I wrote to him, I said, GF, I want to suck your dick. And then he told me. And that's my background.
You lost your job because you were
I
addicted.
lost everything.
You lost everything because you were addicted to my shows.
Yeah, I was just looking at your show all the time. Even I had a job, and I was going to hide in the bathroom to listen to your show. And I was then my boss said, "Why you always disappeared for 10 minutes?" Then you fired me. I lost everything, my family, my friends, everything, because I was just looking at GF show all the time.
There you go. There you go.
He's not gonna explain anything to me.
No,
Nobody is.
you're not gonna get it. No, okay. So JF is this political streamer, right? And he has a history of dating women who are mentally unstable, I'll say. And basically, he got involved in this controversy in this court case, basically, where he like tried to like, or he actually like impregnated this mentally deranged girl in the state of Texas. Like, said like he was abusive or something after she tried to sue him or stuff like that. So yeah.
Wait, that was real?
Yeah.
That wasn't a dub?
No.
Oh my god.
What do you think of that? Someone said Tro retweeted an old tweet from Carlos. All right, I'll take a look at that. And then I think we'll call it a night. Oh, actually, no. What we're gonna do is we're gonna show you guys Notify. That's what we're gonna do.
I literally I thought that was a dub. I thought there was no way that could be real. No way. You're fucking with me.
Dude, the fact that he's in a relationship with people like this is such an abuse of power. Like, to me, it's comparable to, like, I mean, that's what I was about to say was pretty extreme. But, like, just the abuse of power, I don't, like, it's not healthy. It's sad to see that he's trying to date these women and, like, treat them the way he does. I don't like it at all.
This is an older tweet from March 2018. There's a conservative YouTuber who keeps making rebuttal videos about me, making fun of my gay voice, and it's becoming the most serious long-term relationship I've ever had. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap the show up, but...
Oh, you didn't understand.
What?
Did you not understand that?
Yeah, I did. You're obviously talking about Crowder.
Yeah, he was okay with it a year ago, and now he's not.
Yeah, big surprise. Big surprise.
He was joking about it.
There was no Pride Month a year ago.
There was a Pride Month. Oh my god, you're retarded.
Pride Month was invented 2019, guys.
I don't care. All right, let's go ahead and check out Notify.
Augie.
Gay? What? I don't care.
Pride Month has been around since like 1970s.
Pride Month is new. They only invented Pride Month to, use as a weapon. They only created Pride Month recently.
Oh, I think I fixed my mic, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Is it mic fixed now?
Yeah, but you might need to turn down the overall volume.
All right, I'll do that right now. Guys, Jamie Pond's been working on something for a while now. What? At the end of the show? Yes, I did fix it at the end of the show. Sue me.
Augie, fix your mic and then speak.
Oh my god.
Volume and then speak.
All right, how's that?
That's fine.
Christ.
Oh my god, my mic keeps fucking up, guys. I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, it's definitely not you.
Check out Jamie Pond's new service called Notify. You guys know how YouTube notifs and Twitch notifs don't really work properly? Well, Jamie Pond has a service now where you can sub to me on here, and it will notify you of everything I do in one convenient platform. This is something he's been working on for over a year now. He's been streaming self-developing it daily. And if people start using this thing and they start, actually like supporting this, then it could very well solve this long-term issue that people have had with the notifications not working properly. So you see I have 12 subs here on Notify. So if you sub to me on this website and turn on notifications, of course, the desktop notifications, then regardless if YouTube notifs or Twitch notifs aren't working, you can, you'll get notified here. So, I'm going to spam my link in the chat. If you don't have an account, go to make one. You can just tie your Google account to it. It's real fast. It's really easy. There's mobile apps coming soon for it on Google and Android. It's a really cool service, and we should definitely try and support this. Of course, Bowblax has his own. I'm already following a few people here. I can see Tipsters live right now. Now, Twitch didn't notify me of that, but of course, on Notify, it tells me everything. So, we can go and see Twitch right now. And yeah, it's a really cool service. Refresh your page.
Yeah.
All right, let me take a look at it.
And
right
also,
now.
I think the mobile app is coming next week. So
yeah, so you don't have much long to wait. Yeah, exactly. Check out Notify. Support this thing for real because this could actually be a real game changer.
Yelling?
What do you mean? Why am I yelling?
Also, Jamie Pine, verify me on Notify. Why the fuck is Lieutenant Cobra verified but not me?
Is he actually?
Okay.
What the fuck? Lieutenant Cobra? Oh
Where's my verification?
What the hell just happened? Baba Booey, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. You've been in the chats for a minute now and you've not been subbed? I saw it is. Alright. Alright, guys. You guys have anything to plug before we head out?
Yeah.
Notified.me/Bowblax.
Exactly. Honestly, it makes it so much easier instead of just saying, "Oh, follow my YouTube, sub to my Twitter," all this bullshit. Just follow me on Notify.
5 times because I know you're gonna say I don't have any talent in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. No talent at all. You just tweet on Twitter all day. What a game changer right here.
Rude as fuck.
Go sub to me on Notify and follow Bunny on
And the cool thing about Notify is like you can edit like how you want to be notified too. You could be only notified on desktop and not on mobile, or only on mobile, not on desktop. Like it's very versatile in the settings you have for notifications, and it basically you're in full control of notifications, and you can do it, and you can be notified for all of the creators thing in one click. Like Twitch, YouTube, Mixer if they have it, their Discord tag, everything. So pretty great service. I hope it pops off. And yeah,
It's not going to if you guys don't make an account. Go ahead. All right.
Yeah, verify Bowblax on.
Tipster is verified as well. How is Tipster? Oh my god. Tommy C's verified Bowblax.
Uh-oh.
Bowblax deletes his account. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll fight you, Max Pigeon. I'll fight you.
Yeah, I'll fight all of you guys. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for co-hosting.
No problem.
And thank you guys for joining the show. Of course, we'll be on tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed our coverage of the Vox adpocalypse. Hopefully, it's not going to hurt creators too badly. But you know, it's YouTube. They're going to fuck us over anyway. Anyway, I'm going to find some music to play. And yeah, we're going to call it a night. Where is my playlist at? Gay RFC, let's fight. I follow most of you from RFC on Notify. Hell yeah. That's where it's at right now. All right, guys. Take care.